At this point in the Court of Honor, the new Eagle Scout, Evan Dunbar, would like to make a few remarks. Hi, thank you for coming. There are 11 years between me and the beginning of this path. 11 years of work, frustration, experience, excitement, and boredom. In these 11 years, I have spent hour after hour roaming the woods. An estimated 320 days either camping or at camp. I've learned to build a fire and work with others. But above all, better than any lesson taught in Scouts, I have discovered something I can claim to be truly meaningful. Out of all possible programs for children to join, there is no doubt in my mind that the Boy Scouts of America is among the best. No other program gives children the opportunity for them to realize that they are no less capable in achievement than anybody else. It's funny, for a period of time, at the beginning of middle school, I sort of didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. I had no idea, and there was no foreseeable solution. By presenting boys with extreme difficulty, and let's be honest, camping can't always be easy, the Boy Scouts of America allows boys to achieve as much as they possibly can. No 11-year-old scout can possibly complete all the requirements without help and improvement over time, but no one is ever going to try to stop him. And this, above all, is the greatest thing a child can be given, the belief that he is worth something at that very exact moment. By the time I reached high school, I wanted to become more involved with Scouts, and I decided I would spend the summer of my freshman year as a counselor in training at Many Point Scout Camp. I spent 5 weeks working to become the best staff member I could. I started out my first week being trained, and by the end, I felt like I was a competent and successful staff member. That winter, as all CITs do, we hopefully waited next to the phone, waiting for a camp director to give us a call to work that next summer. In February, I got a call from Peter Larson asking me to work at camp. He offered me the job of program counselor, and that's where I started my career as a camp staff. Now, I spent 10 weeks of every summer living in a tent in the middle of the woods, and a lot of people won't understand why, and sometimes I don't. Camp has taught me skills that I won't ever learn anywhere else. You live with people that become your best friends, and you learn to like everybody and get along because you all have a common goal. Camp taught me what I wanted to do and inspired me to pursue a degree in outdoor education and recreation management at the University of Northern Michigan in Marquette. I'd love to tell you all the benefits that being a scout has brought me, but I honestly don't know. The scouting program and I have become so intertwined that it's impossible for me to discern where the input of one created the product of another. I can, however, tell you, I've developed in my years of scouting. I cannot imagine who I would have been if I did not experience what I did. Each adventure that I've shared in scouting is fresh in my mind and vivid, heavy with meaning and warm with fondness. As I piece them together and place them one after another, form an 11-year thread, I've discovered the most important thing that the Scout program has given me. It gave me an experience that will last with me the rest of my life. I'd now like to thank a few specific people, Ed and Jay, for helping me on my Eagle project and giving me guidance that I very much so needed. I'd like to thank Peter Larson for speaking today and being a great camp director for the past 2 years. I'd like to thank my Scoutmasters, Ross Amundsen, Ken Whitson, and Neil Stewart for their support along my trail to Eagle. And lastly, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for their constant support of the Scouting activities. Now, everybody in this room is here today to celebrate my Eagle rank, and there's some more people I'd like to thank. If you've ever signed off on one of my merit badges or worked on a book requirement with me, I would like you to stand. If you ever bought a Christmas wreath from me, or any Christmas ornaments, please stand. If you ever worked on camp staff with me, can you please stand? If you have ever gone camping with me on a Boy Scout camping trip, can you please stand? If you donated or helped my Eagle project, please stand up. As you can see, I did not get here by myself, and I'd like to thank you all for those that helped. You can be seated. I've learned that through personal diligence and the support of others, that I can achieve whatever I set my mind to. Because that's what this award is to me. I've learned that becoming an Eagle isn't only an a responsibility. It's a promise to myself, to everyone who's helped me, that I won't forget everything I've learned here in Scouting, that I will live by the Scout oath and law, and that I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country. That's what it means to be an Eagle to me. Thank you.